Have you ever wondered if those cleaning hack videos on YouTube are accurate? I'm going to use my 30 years experience in the industry and let's find out together.
I've had to deal with the unfortunate situation of a clogged toilet and no plunger in sight. Here's how to unclog a toilet when you don't have a plunger. If there's no plunger,
you're gonna stick your hand in there?
There's some rubber gloves, protect your hands. If the bowl is overflowing, use a cup, one you don't care about, to remove as much water as you can. Clearing a clogged toilet can be gross and stressful, so try not to panic.
Or you could just go buy a plunger. I mean, what is it, like a 10-minute drive? Let's find out.
Out a little bit right now. First, try hot water, not boiling. If it's too hot, you may crack the tank of the toilet. With the water level
porcelain
low,
can crack easily.
Pour this in. The heat of that water should help loosen things up. If hot water alone is not doing the trick, add some dish soap.
Heard of that.
A generous amount of dish soap can help lubricate the clog, and the degreasing properties can help break things up.
All right. Well, I would just suggest go buy a plunger, but to each his own. Let's go to the next video.
You think scrubbing your shower and wiping your toilet it's enough to keep your bathroom clean? You're making a huge mistake. I've cleaned thousands of bathrooms over the past 10 years, from ones covered in visible mold to others that look perfect on the surface. But no matter how clean they seemed, most of them still had hidden grime.
Yeah, he's using multiple tools. He's using power tools, elbow grease, scrubbing tools, and he's using whatever he can to get this bathroom in better condition than when he found it. I mean, sometimes you come across these bathrooms that have been, or rooms that have been neglected. It takes a lot of work to get them up to where you need them to be.
And bacteria. Why? Because most people were never taught how to clean a bathroom the right way, skipping essential steps that prevent it from being pristine.
So, I mean, he cleaned that. I mean, it doesn't look great, but that's not because he didn't do a good job cleaning. It's because it's the condition of the tiles in the bathroom. They're a little bit aged. You could see the caulking in the corner where the wall meets the floor. Probably needs replaced. I mean, quite frankly, probably the whole thing needs replaced. But I mean, if you look at the before and after, it is pristine. He did do a good job cleaning that. There's a saying that we like to say in the cleaning industry, you know, we're not Houdini. We can't make your stuff appear new again. We can't actually remake it new. Like sometimes you have to actually replace it and do maintenance on it. But yeah, cleaning it, sanitizing it, that's what he did here. He did a good job. Let's keep going.
Let me show you 3 things you should always do when cleaning a bathroom.
I love it when they pull out steamers.
People don't know. 1, dry to wet. Before spraying anything, dust and vacuum the whole space, especially the floor and corners. This is because if hair and dust get wet, they stick to everything. So you'll end up pushing debris around instead of cleaning it.
That's exactly right. I mean, if you think about it, if you start cleaning, introducing sprays and you just start spraying everything down with disinfectant or whatever, degreaser, you're going to mix that with the existing soil. And you have to really remove the dry soil first. That's what they teach you in cleaning, like anything really, like carpet cleaning, floor cleaning. You have to remove the soil before you start introducing cleaners. And so he did a good job. That's a great tip.
Disassembling. Take things apart before you clean. Take off the fan cover, remove the toilet seat, and open the shower door.
That's gross.
Mold and grime hide in these places, and they are most often ignored. 3, letting products sit. Don't just spray and start scrubbing right away. Let your cleaner sit for at least 15 minutes. Grime and germs need time to break down. If you rush, you're not really disinfecting.
All right, so he mentioned 2 different things here. You're not letting grime break down and you're not really disinfecting. So those are 2 separate things. So really the grime breaking down is something that you may need 15-minute dwell time for that to work, like a degreaser or whatever chemical you're using to just break down the soil load. Now, disinfecting is different. Like that's determined on the product label that you're using. So that'll tell you, hey, you know, if it's like a more expensive brand or hospital disinfectant, hospital grade, then it's going to work in like 60 seconds. But if it's just like over the counter, you get it at Walmart or whatever, it might take 10 minutes to dwell time to disinfect. So there's really 2 different things going on here. In 15 minutes, it all will be disinfected. But there's also another thing here where you want to scrub and remove gross soil, like not gross as in disgusting, but gross as in volume. Like the volume, the amount of soil needs to be removed in order for you to then apply disinfectant because the disinfectant needs to get behind where the soil was so that it can work on the surfaces and sanitize, disinfect it from there. But yeah, waiting 15 minutes is good. And then I would, after that, reapply disinfectant to make sure all those germs are killed and neutralized. He's doing a good job.
Just spreading bacteria around. Comment cleaning for me to share more bathroom cleaning secrets like this.
Yeah, he did a really good job. Yeah, so some items you're going to come across and they're just neglected, whether in the commercial or residential space. People get busy and they don't clean as they should their own house, or they don't bring in a cleaning company as often as they should. Or in the commercial area, you know, sometimes cleaning companies don't manage their people. They don't show up and inspect, and things get out of hand, or you're doing it in-house and nobody really wants to follow through and like inspect. You're just barely kind of getting the trash out of there, and then things get built up, and then they call in the professionals to come fix it all. Let's get into the next video. This looks disgusting already. Terrible toilet bowl. Yeah. Yeah. Completely disassembling it. Clorox Lime and Rust Destroyer. Yeah, it's going to be multiple scrubbings to get that off. Multiple applications. Pumice stone is great. Like he's doing, you want to make sure you're keeping it wet so it's lubricated, or else it can scratch. It will scratch porcelain. So yeah, disinfecting as well. Oh, look at that. Look how clean that is. Man, what a good job. Sometimes just elbow grease, chemical, dwell time, agitation, like scrubbing, friction. That's going to be what, you know, you need to clean things sometimes when they're this bad off. Let's go to the next video.
Here's a cleaning hack for you. I like using Barkeeper's Friend.
That's really good cleaner.
It is a powder cleanser, so I store it a certain way. Maybe you don't use Barkeeper's, but this same storage method can be applied to any powder cleanser without
storage
a lid
method,
like Comet or Ajax. I like to store it in a seasoning jar, but I use a jar that can be sealed, not something like...
You're putting it in a salt shaker? That's poison in a salt shaker? Oh, let's keep watching.
Or this, but something like what's in that box. You need the powder to stay sealed when it's not used to remain fresh and not clump up.
Just keep it in the original container.
A can opener and pour the powder into the jar.
Why?
Any excess powder that falls out lands in the measuring cup, and then I pour it back into the can and keep filling my jars with powder Barkeepers.
Okay. Doesn't that look like a salt shaker to you? I mean, imagine just leaving that out and like your kids grab that thinking it's salt. They're going to salt their popcorn, or you're making breakfast. I love making breakfast and cooking eggs. Like imagine grabbing a Barkeeper's Friend from a salt shaker and putting that on my eggs as opposed to actual salt. I would highly recommend not doing this.
I add the clear disc on top, put the lid on, and label them. Then they're ready to go.
All right, at least she labels it
perfectly in my cleaning caddy. I take it out when I need to clean a surface out of jar.
Okay, you can see the label. It looks like a custom made miniature Barkeeper's Friend label she made. So as long as she takes care of that, you know, and doesn't leave it around, even with the label on, it's just the same size as a salt shaker. Anybody, like any kid or just adult not thinking, just grabbing something of the same size as your salt shaker is going to grab that. Now, that'd be pretty gross negligence to just leave it out, right? But if you accidentally, that's the whole point. This isn't purposeful. This is like accidents happen, you know, for a reason. So it's just, I wouldn't, you know, the CDC actually OSHA, I think it is. OSHA doesn't want you to move things out of the original container. In fact, in some industries, like the healthcare industry, when you're doing, you know, they're called terminal cleanings in operating rooms, you have to have those chemicals, like have the expiration date labeled, like clearly marked on that bottle, because they're inspected by an infection control preventionist. So it can get pretty serious at some level. Just cleaning people's homes or whatever, as long as you're super careful, that's fine. But in general, just keep it in the actual container it's meant to go in. Let's finish the video though.
Sprinkle the powder cleanser, put the lid back on, and it goes back into my caddy. Since it has a tight, secured lid, I don't have to worry about powder getting all over my caddy if the jar falls over, or my cleaning powder clumping up. And there you go. Yeah,
so, you know, again, I don't want to belabor the point, but yeah, just keep it in the original container. It can't take up that much more room. I mean, unless you're carrying all your cleaning products in your purse, I don't know why you would need it that portable, but you know, she's doing a good job labeling it. So as long as she's super careful with where she puts it and doesn't leave it behind, then, you know, that might work. But If you like these videos, these react videos, give me a comment in the comment section. If you have a video you want me to react to, share that and I'll do a live reaction. And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.